Hello everybody, I'm Alfred, and the video we're about to check out is the movie trailer for Homebound, so let's check it out.
I've always wondered what it's like to be part of a proper family.
They're gonna love me, their new stepmom.
Daddy!
Hello!
There's someone very special that I want you to meet. This is Holly.
Hello.
Where's your mum?
Well, we're here now.
We are going to have the best party, with or without your mother.
Yeah! Here is to being back in the loving arms of my family.
Your kids are interesting.
They take after their father.
You know, this has that, horror feel, of something looking, it starts with, an introduction that is cool and calm, introducing us to the character before something happens and, things just go haywire, and it's all about, a survival story and, also investigation or trying to understand, the supernatural forces that are, closing in on the main character or a number of characters.
Where's your mother? Is she here? Is she watching?
You don't know anything about us, but we know about you. They don't want me here. They don't want me here. Do you want to go and play? It might be better for everyone if you went on your way.
Is this another of your sick little games?
This puts a twist on things of like, the father, the mother dies, the father gets into a relationship with someone else, and, marries that person, and the children, find it difficult accepting that person and all of that. This brings a whole new twist to that situation.
It's time. It's time to show Holly the truth.
This trailer was well made because it puts questions in people's mind. It is not the kind of trailer that reveals the entire plot, the beginning, the middle, and the end in the trailer. There are questions in your mind. Why are the kids acting like this? What is really going on? What will the father do? Is the father part of it? Is he? What is the deal? And you see the chaos, and there are now a lot of questions that makes you curious, as to finding out, which means that you now want to watch the movie, which is the correct way to make a movie trailer. So that was interesting. Let me see if there's an internet movie database synopsis to get a better understanding of the plot. Homebound. Okay, so let's see what it says. A trip to the countryside turns out to be far from idyllic for a father and his new fiancée. Okay, so they are not even married yet. For a father and his fiancée, when his kids decide the house is a little too crowded. Okay, so, and I like the synopsis. The synopsis also does not reveal too much, as to, what happens in the beginning, middle, and the end. It just brings out that curiosity. That being said, if you are watching this and you haven't given your life to Christ, make sure you go to Alfred VIP, click the salvation prayer link in the main menu, and there at the page you come out that has the prayer of salvation. So that prayer telling God you want to give your life to Christ and become a Christian. Now, if you are a pastor, your drama department, that's your movie studio, your choir, that's your music studio. Register a company, a separate company that is a for-profit organization. Tell your church, tell your congregation about it, because there are things that you need to do ethically that cannot be done as a non-profit organization ethically, and you have to do these things to reach out with the gospel, to preach the gospel. It's unfortunate that we leave a lot of space for the devil to run amok and do so much. We have to make sure that the gospel is preached and expanded. So get that done, and then get your a music company and a movie company, as well as even a video game company as part of that conglomerate. Get people from the congregation active. Let them join, those who can program, those who can code, those who can draw. Let them be a part of the video game department or of the corporation that goes with the non-profit church. So let's say that the name of your church is Calvary Church, so let it be like Calvary Video Games, Calvary Church Video Games, or Calvary Church Records, for the music company, or Calvary Church Movies for the movie company. Or you could remove the church, to just Calvary Movies or Calvary Games or Calvary music, for the music record company. But get this done. It's important that you do everything that is possible to reach out to the gospel. Become a creator of influencers. Let the church produce and create influencers. Let the drama department be the ones making the TikTok videos. Let there be a dance department. Let them have the the dance department from the church. Let people make, let there be different groups, dance groups in the church, even in the dance department of the youth church and all that. Let people be active and let them be out there winning souls. And when people are in that situation where they have to present themselves to the world as Christians, they can't go out and have a double life where out there in the world their friends know them as somebody that is not in the church. They are introduced this way to the world as people who are also Christians. So from a young age, even from childhood, rather than Disney, which is now more pro LGBT than it has ever been, and has now made up his mind that, and has put his foot down, that over 50% of his characters, of his lead characters, must be gay and LGBT and transgender and all that nonsense. Let the church, from the children department, let these kids start, like a Disney clubhouse, but a Christian situation where their talents are nurtured and they begin to use it to serve God, and they are known for it, and they are, starring in Christian children's shows and all of that. Get that working, of course, with the permission of the parents, and you work that out. The parents that don't want their kids to be a part of it, whatever. And the funny thing is that you ask those parents, if it was Disney, would they have agreed? It's unfortunate how some people would like to work with the world but not with the church. For more important things, we have to do this. So keep that in mind. If you want to start your own movie company, entertainment company for just just take the first step. Don't bother with the worrying about money. Remember what Jesus said about worries. Consider the leaves of the field. Consider the birds. All these things. They do not sow. And all of that. They do not labor in the field and all of that, but God provides for them. God clothes the lilies of the valley and all that. Even Solomon, in all of his wealth, was not arrayed as a rose or a lily. When it comes to the beauty of the clothes, that and the garments that was worn. So these are things you have to think about and understand. Don't worry. Just take the first step. When you take the first step, you see that you can take a second and a third and a fourth. Do that text of faith, and by the time you have achieved so much with your movie company and with your video game company. You may fall many times but get back up. You may fail but stand up. True failure is actually you not starting at all, or you falling down and refusing to get back up because you are afraid of how you look. You actually look worse in the long run. that you did not get back up. You know, keep getting back up no matter how many times you fall, and you know, you get your companies running and doing great things for God, and God will help you along the way. You know, that being said, let's go out listening to one of my songs. This is titled I'm on My Parole, so let's check it out. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, 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 parole. I'm on my music parole. You can tell by the class, nobody mustachio. Old fashioned down to the toes. The shoes always clean just like a mirror. We'll see a speck of dust no matter how far I go. We'll see a tread out of place in the military inspection. Or there I go bragging. Oh no, but it's known I'm the most humble man in the world. I spread respect, respect yourself. What you spread is what you get. Give your best, you get the best. Dress your best and people see the best. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. 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 Parole with a suit, parole with the swag, parole with a can, parole with the stash, parole with a hat, parole with the class, parole with a stash, parole with the fat. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, 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 parole. Feminism got my culture. The one my mustache and chivalry gun. Ha, talk about counterintuitive cause they think I'm sexist for holding open the door. I'm someone saying she's not strong enough to open the door. Ha, I guess that's sure. What's her sweating when they heard open the king's door? But leave it to a feminist to still see oppression. I still pull out chest, still for ladies fast. I still hold us, still have any post well. Still don't let feminists make me change myself. Still gon' parole even if no one else cares. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. 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 Parole with a suit, parole with the swag, parole with a can, parole with the stash, parole with a hat, parole with the class, parole with a stash, parole with the fat. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, parole, parole. I'm on my parole, 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 parole. So, I believe you enjoyed that. Have a nice day.